dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening and happy Mother's Day. I'm Jack Demler. A Powell County Detention Center correction officer was arrested after evidence shows the officer was reportedly having an inappropriate relationship with an inmate. A full internal investigation with cooperation from the Stanton Police Department and the Commonwealth Attorney's Office resulted in the arrest of Christine Spencer. Spencer was charged by the Stanton Police Department with sexual assault in the second degree and taken into custody by jailer Teddy Lacey. Spencer was then transported to the Clark County Detention Center. In a statement from the Powell County Detention Center Facebook page, jailer Teddy Lacey says, quote, "I want it to be known that the public doesn't have to worry about placing their trust in this institution. Our facility takes our responsibility to the law, the state of Kentucky, and the citizens of Powell County very seriously, both inside and outside our walls." Multiple agencies in Laurel County responded to a crash last night after a car went into a building. The crash happened in Corbin after 8 p.m. last night at the Kentucky Outdoorsman Supply Store. No one was hurt, but the building had to be braced to support the weakened structure. A man accused of shooting and killing another, then setting fire to a home, is set to appear in court tomorrow. Harvey Hood is scheduled for a pre-trial conference tomorrow in Knox County. Hood is charged with the murder of 64-year-old Ricky Campbell in February of last year. The victim's remains were found inside a burning home in the Woolham community. State police say the cause of death was due to the gunshot wound. Hood was found a half-mile from the scene with severe burn injuries. He's also facing charges of arson, auto theft, and 2 counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. A section of Kentucky 89 in Jackson County will be closed for cross-drain replacement. The section is between the Rockcastle and Jackson County line and the intersection with Gates Hollow Road. The road closure will begin at 8 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. tomorrow through Thursday. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet asks drivers to be aware of the work zone, expect significant delays, and to utilize safe driving habits when traveling through the area.
Well, it's a warm evening across our area as we have current temperatures right now, generally into low to mid 70s. It is 73 in Jackson, 73 in Hazard. We are 76 in Manchester, 76 in Harlan, 75 for Jonesville, 70 in Clintwood, 71 in Pikeville, and 73 in Prestonsburg. Gonna have another pretty nice evening for tonight. We'll have a few clouds arrive later on into the night as temperatures are generally going to fall down into the low 50s across our area, as we'll have those mostly clear skies around and a light breeze. We look at tomorrow's breakdown. We'll start out with temperatures into the 50s. Highs will be more into the mid 70s. So yeah, starting out low 50s, and you can see by the afternoon we're into the mid 70s, but we are going to increase clouds as we go throughout the day. Partly cloudy to start at least, but then we have that cloud cover begin to arrive later on into the day, and also can't rule out a stray shower, but most, if not all, are going to stay dry at least during the daytime for tomorrow. We look at the weather timeline, mostly clear at least for tonight. Monday will be mostly cloudy across our area, but that rain does return, especially as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday. Storms are likely for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we look at Thursday, and we'll see a brief period of dry weather as it'll be partly cloudy for the day on Thursday and warm, so pretty nice. Bring in that full forecast coming up.
All right, Ben, thank you. After a car crash left 3 Breathitt County football players in the hospital, the community is rallying around the families. WYMT's RJ Johnson shares how the football team is helping support the families as they recover.
The people of Breathitt County are no stranger to helping in a time of need.
When the flood happened, they were at all of our houses helping clean up, especially mine. We lost everything, and Corey Combs, Colin Combs, and Ethan Bowen were all there to help me, and they helped us all the way through the flood, through the recovery. So this is nothing new for our community.
So when they got the news about Corey and Kylan Combs and Ethan Bowling, while it hurt, Sawyer Hall and Casey Allen say they knew what to do.
At first, it still is very hard, hurtful time.
It was grim. It was a long night for our boys, our families, and our community. But since then, God has answered our prayers, and He's flipped the script.
On Sunday, the Breathitt County football team hosted a soup bean dinner to help raise money for the families.
I mean, every little bit helps in situations like this, where 3 boys in an accident, 2 of them in the same family. Everyone coming together, it makes such an impact. Like even smallest donations to just a prayer, everything's helping.
Allen says the boys are making progress.
As Shorty Combs has said, God's our head coach, and he's showing us the playbook, and our boys are steadily making progress, and that's all we can ask for. We tell our boys in the weight room and on the football field that every day try to be 1% better, and our boys down there are doing that.
Saying they will continue to be by their side during this time.
Because this is going to be a long recovery process for our families, and they're going to need it, and they're going to need our continued prayers.
To continue fighting like a bobcat on and off the field. In Breathitt County, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Allen says they sold more than 150 meals, raising more than $3,000 for the families. When we think of Mother's Day, baseball may not be the first thing to come to mind, but today the Lexington Legends baseball team found a way to connect the two. This weekend marked Lexington Legends Heroes Weekend, with today's game highlighting some of the most important heroes in our lives, moms. Numerous moms were in attendance, including Mother of Legends player Gina Byrnes, whose son is an alternate pitcher. Says this year's Mother's Day felt extra special getting to support her son.
Mothers always want their kids to, live their dreams, and baseball is a dream for so many. So it's it makes a mother feel so good to watch her son play and, to see how far they've come and they've made it.
And as we celebrate the mothers in our lives who sacrifice so much for us, it's important to remember that Mother's Day is more than a time just to say thank you. It's also a chance for moms to check on their mental health. Reporter Marisa Burke spoke to an expert at Norton Healthcare about the importance of self-care for mothers.
Many people refer to their moms as the strongest and most resilient women they know. Behind all that could be mental health challenges. Experts with Norton Healthcare say practicing resiliency also means practicing mental wellness to prevent mental illness. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and experts say because moms are constantly looking after their families, they can sometimes forget about themselves. A CDC study shows about 1 in 10 women have had a major depressive episode in the last year. Even more research shows about 1 in 8 women who've recently given birth experience postpartum depression. That's why Jonathan White, a licensed clinical social worker with Norton Healthcare, says it's important for moms to be self-aware about their feelings and find healthy coping strategies to manage.
Because self-care is different from self-indulgence. And so when we outline our self-care plan, we look at the domains as how are you doing physically, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually? What about workplace, and how are you handling your relationships? And typically you would rate yourself, and then in the areas where you fall low, then there are strategies to be able to pick that up.
Another point White shared.
Over at Churchill Downs, the track celebrated their annual Mother's Day celebration as part of their spring meet. Moms and their families got to enjoy 10 races and choose from a variety of dining options. Whether it's a yearly tradition or mom's first time at the track, visitors say there's no better place to celebrate.
I come out here all the time for Mother's Day. My girls come in town and we just come out and have a good time.
It's a beautiful day, and there's no better way to celebrate than making some money on some horses.
Churchill Downs also has a Father's Day celebration as well. That's right around the corner on June 16th. You can find information on that and the rest of the track's spring meet events at churchilldowns.com. Coming up, a national relay walk made its way to the Bluegrass State. Find out the impact that walk has on the community after the break.